Hello and welcome to the vlog. And in today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to do a tutorial on how to deal with a bossy horse. I know sometimes people think bossy is a bit of a negative thing to say. Maybe we should say dominant, but Rosie is very definitely a dominant character. And there are a lot of people out there with similar horses, and I just think it's quite important to show people the basics on how I deal with this because it will help you. And I have to say, before we start, you have to be on top of these horses every single time you handle them. It's no good to just tack her up, bring her in here, and then start trying to tell her what to do. She needs to be told what to do all the time that you're handling her for your own safety. So we'll get on into it. Apologies first off here for not using the pivo this day, but you do get a good idea of what we're up to. So this technique is more along the Warwick Schillers school. So if you want to have a look in further of like the ethos behind it, then that's where we're headed. So I'd done her attack just for various reasons, but I was just checking that her saddle was all right there. And then you just start by leading around, and what you want is, like, she actually has really good energy. You want nice, calm. You don't want to like in your personal space, so you want her to kind of keep where she is there. And then I'm gonna just stop. Now she got in my space there, and then you have to make her go backwards. So if you sort of almost like a jab, like poke, if you start pushing, then they'll just lean against you. So a bit like a horse bite, really. And not aggressive, but just like firm, like you get out of my space. And as you can see, I literally started, and as soon as I sort of stepped towards her, she sort of like, yeah. So here I ask her to come to me, and then I reward her by giving her a pat, because, you know, I don't want her to always run away from me as soon as I stop. Like, I want her to stand and to understand the difference in that. And that's where your body language is so key. And it's really helpful to video yourself so you can see what's going on if you don't have a friend to tell you. So here I'm just like changing direction. So she needs to change direction as soon as I do. Ideally the rope stays slack, but you know, this is fine. Just gives her a good idea. And this changing of direction also gets her focus on you, because if you go anywhere, you want like your horse to be concentrating on where you are, not on what's going on around them. I'll use this when we go to new arenas, and also when we go like to competitions. So I'm just asking her to go backwards there. So I just poke her a bit, like, no, come on Rosie, just get out of the way. And she's good, she's listening, she's calm, she's relaxed, she's not looking around. So this is the energy you want, and this is the energy that I really like if I'm going to get on her. So we just do this every time. Now what you shouldn't be doing is pulling or pushing your hands. Now because Rosie's obviously done a bit, like, she will move away from me, but if you start pulling them or pushing them, they'll just resent that. So you want whatever correction you do to be really sharp. Now I'm moving into the slow steps. So this is where you're really testing whether they're listening to you. So I go from doing slow, careful steps to then I'll walk on, and she should just match your energy. Whatever you're doing, she needs to match it. So she's actually in season, bless her. So she's been a little bit more bossy because she's in season, but you want that. She's focused on you. So you're changing direction, you're walking slow there, very carefully, and then walking on, and she's following you. And that is exactly what you want. Their focus is on you, not what's going on around them. And then you'll find that things are a lot safer. And then when you want them to do something, they will actually respond because they're listening to you. And there, you see, I don't even have to push her anymore. And she gets a pat. So she gets a pat, so she knows she's done the right things. And that, just asking her, just step back. Lovely, square. And that's what we're looking for. And I do this every time I handle her, just to sort of maintain what I really want. And in our next sessions, I'll be moving on to where you take that next.